Hey guys, it's Kylie, and for today's video I have the 12 songs of Christmas pin tag. So this is a pin tag that was created by Oh Hello Robin and Princess Minnie, and I was tagged by Nina from Wrestling with Disney. This is a super fun tag that takes 12 different holiday themed songs, and you just find a pin that relates to that song. So this is up to interpretation and how you want to show the pin, and there's so many awesome pins that you can show for this tag. I will be linking any channel I mentioned in the description down below for you to check out their videos as well. I think this is such a cool tag, and I'm excited to show you the 12 different pins that I've come up with. But if you guys are interested in more Disney videos just like this, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn the bell so you get notified every time I upload, as we're in the middle of Vlogmas and I'm posting every single day through Christmas. So now we're gonna get started with the tag. The first song is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, and for me, I feel like that's when people start putting out their lights. So I decided to go with this Monsters Inc. Mike Wazowski pin, him all wrapped up in lights with a Santa hat. I just think it represents when people are all getting ready, they're all wrapping up their lights, putting them out on their houses. I just think that's perfect. You put up the tree, it's just Christmas lights in general. When they start to come out, it makes me feel a lot like Christmas. The second song is I'll Be Home for Christmas, and for me, being home for Christmas means going to Disney or going to one of our home resorts, and one of our home resorts is the Boardwalk. So for this, I decided to go with this Boardwalk Christmas pin, and it actually opens it up and it has the gingerbread bakery on the inside, so it has Mickey at the Boardwalk Bakery gingerbread display. I just think these are super cool pins. They're perfect. They represent the holidays, and I just think Disney for the holidays definitely means I'm going home for the holidays, and I wish I was able to go to Disney this year, but I do love going to Disney for the holidays. Number 3 is That Time of Year, and this is a song from Olaf's Frozen Adventure, all about traditions and finding what people do at that time of year. And for my family, we always go to this thing called the Festival of Trees. It's actually in the town that my mom grew up in and I grew up for the beginning of my life in, and I just think it's a fun experience. They did it virtual this year, but you just go through and you look at all these different trees that people have donated, and you can enter raffles to win them. So I decided to go with this pin to represent this. This is a Mickey and Minnie pin that has them around a Christmas tree. This is a Merry Christmas pin from a few years ago. I just think it's the perfect pin to represent going to the Festival of Trees. Santa's usually there. Just as a fun experience, people all gathering around and looking at all the different Christmas trees. The fourth song is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and for this one I decided to go with this fun Chip and Dale Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party pin. It has Dale singing and Chip covering his ears. I just feel like music, the song theme for this pin tag is all about music, and it has the Christmas trees in the background and they are rocking out around the Christmas trees. I'm not sure if Chip enjoys it, but I still think this is an awesome pin showing both the Christmas trees and them singing and just some of that holiday spirit. The fifth song is Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and I couldn't find a better pin for this than this one, and it's just showing winter. It has Lady and the Tramp with the awesome winter snow behind it, the winter sky. I just think this pin is perfect. It shows them all ready for winter, and I do really love this, and I think they are definitely in a winter wonderland. For the sixth pin, I actually had a hard time coming up with this one, and this is for Joy to the World. And for this one, I decided to go with something that brings me a lot of joy, and that is making Disney ears. I have a lot of them behind me, as you can see, but I just feel like making Disney ears brings me a lot of joy, so I decided to go with this little pin that shows some Disney ears. I just think it really represents what brings me joy. I think I have fun giving them in swaps and seeing people open them. That also brings me joy, and that gives a little joy to other people, so I decided to go with this to kind of represent what brings me joy this past year. The seventh song is Mele Kalikimaka, and I can't think of that song without thinking of Alani, so I decided to go with an Alani pin. It shows Stitch at Alani with his little turtle friend. I just think this is super cute. I can't think of Lilo and Stitch or Alani without thinking of that song, and vice versa, so I just think this is the perfect pin. It shows Stitch at Alani and just really represents the Hawaiian Christmas. Number 8 is Baby It's Cold Outside, and for this one I decided to go with this Chip and Dale pin of them making a fire. I just think this is such a cute pin. It really shows them being outside and they're trying to warm up, because yes, it is cold outside if there's snow on the ground, so they're trying to warm up around a fire with their acorns, and they're roasting their little acorns, kind of how we roast marshmallows. The ninth song is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and for my villain I decided to go with good old Darth Vader. He's definitely a mean one and would be a Grinch about holidays, so I decided to go with this. I think this is a cute pin, but he's definitely the villain that would be like no holidays, no nothing, so I think this is a perfect one for You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. The 10th song is Frosty the Snowman, and for this one I could not do an Olaf pin where I have so many Olaf pins in my collection, but I thought this one was perfect. It shows Anna actually building Olaf with Olaf right by her side. I just think it's perfect as it shows both the building of a snowman and Olaf. He's definitely an awesome Disney snowman. I think this is such a cool pin, and I do really like the glitter elements on this one. I just think this is a fun pin, and I could not have an Olaf for Frosty the Snowman, as he's definitely a big snowman in Disney. The next song is All I Want for Christmas Is You, and for this one I actually ended up going with 3 pins. I think for All I Want for Christmas is just to spend time with family and my fur family, so I decided to find a pin that had Winnie the Pooh and friends to represent family. And then I also put a pin of Figaro and Oliver. I have a cat named Oliver that kind of looks like Figaro, but I also have another cat that does kind of look like Oliver, so I decided to go with these to represent my 2 cats and my family. I just think it's super fun, and it's a good time to spend time with family where there's not much else we're doing for the holidays. It's a great time to be able to spend a quality time with our family and our fur babies. I really do love hanging out with my cats, so I think this is an awesome pins to represent them. And the last song is Have a Holly Jolly Christmas, and for this one I decided to go with an Adventures by Disney pin that I actually received last year on Christmas. As we did an Adventures by Disney for the holidays, they gave us a special Happy Holidays Adventures by Disney pin. It makes me think of Christmas last year, and I just think this is such a cool pin. You got a pin every day for that, and we got a bonus pin for the Happy Holidays, and it just reminds me of having a Holly Jolly Christmas that we did last year. So I think this is such a cool pin. I really love Mickey with his winter hat and the lights around him. I just think this is really cool and definitely reminds me to have a Holly Jolly Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. I think this was a super fun way to add pins to songs and definitely represent the holiday. Definitely check out any links I have in the description down below for all the awesome channels that I mentioned before, both the creators of this tag, Oh Hello Robin and Princess Minnie, along with Nina from Wrestling with Disney, who tagged me. I'm going to tag WDW Aristocrats. I'm not sure how busy their schedule is, if they're able to be doing this, but if you haven't done this tag either, I tag you as well to give this a shot. I think this is such a fun tag and definitely shows the holiday season. I know a lot of people are busy with Vlogmas, but if you have some spare time to throw in this video, I definitely think this is a fun tag to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's Advent opening and today's question of the day. Welcome to day 13 of our pin Advent opening and our question of the day. Today's question of the day is, who is your favorite Disney animator? There's so many animators that make these awesome films, and do you have a favorite Disney animator? Let me know in the comments down below. I think this is a fun question to see how much you know your Disney animators and the people behind making all the different films that we have. And then today's is actually a fun pin. It's in this mini box. I think Minnie looks super cute in her winter and Santa outfit. We are going to pull open our Advent pin in there to see what we got. So ripping opening our bag, and ooh, this one's got a fun back to it, which will see what it is. Ooh, this is a cool pin. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean pin. This is a set we haven't opened any of yet. I think this is a cool pin because it has like a clip from the ride almost. It's kind of similar in the Star Wars pins in the way that it's a frame with like this epoxy coating in the middle with a image. I think these are super cool, and we're gonna add this to our pin. So we have the pin Christmas tree going on right now. We can stick this one nice in the middle. Another awesome one. See, it's kind of similar to the Star Wars pins. I think that's such a cool pin, and I'm excited to add that to our tree. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.